Alright, so I am opening up now my 4th box of Star Trek CCG. Again, these are the premiere editions, and I did not record my first and second box, but because of my second box and the continuation of the horrible pulls from that, and in a single pack, I got 3 of the same equipment. I got 3 of also the same character, plus 2 of the same incidents, and that happened more than once. So because of that, I decided to start recording this. And then I can't help but think of right now is how many other people do it. So that is where I am right now. So those are all the packs. I'm going to go ahead and prep these because last thing you want to do is cut into a card. But, excuse me, I'm really hoping that this box will be a lot better. I ended up meeting with a gentleman who apparently used to do tournaments back when that was popular in the day, and he said that actually this is a normal issue with the premiere set and a lot of the early series was that the packs weren't very randomized. So let's go ahead, we're going to open up the first pack and we'll go ahead and see what we got here on this. Pull it out. And here we go. Okay, we got a Klingon. We got a Dilemma. We got a message on my phone, a planetary mission, an interrupt, an equipment, a non-align, a mission, another mission, another mission, another mission, non-align, Federation, move the Klingon over there, non-align, equipment card, and a non-align. So, most likely in this pack, my rare was one of these missions. And again, if you look at the rare items in this premiere set, it's like, why? You know. And the premiere set had a lot of issues, which we'll run into here in a second. But let's go through the second pack of the 4th box, that is. So again, non-align, another Dilemma, another mission. Alright, this is probably my rare. Again, she's holographic. Holographic only work if you have a ship that has the holodeck symbol on it, or if you have the holo emitters. So we're going to put this over here. We're going to put this with the interrupt cards. Interrupt cards. There's my first Romulan, another interrupt, another Romulan. Okay, this card is actually in tournaments now illegal, so I'm throwing my illegal cards up there. And I got my first event right here. Another Federation, an interrupt, and a Federation runabout. Alright. Last time so far, I did pick up 1 Beverly, 2 Picards, but it's not very good pulls, not very much of a random. Again, that's apparently the issue, one of the issues of the sets. There are many issues that they had to fix, and through the series afterwards, they tried to fix. So I got a Dilemma here, First Contact, there you go, Engineer for non-aligned, and we have Klingon, and I'm guessing she's the rare, but I really don't know because I can't even remember who she is. Alright, this event is a treaty, so I put those off on their own over there. A Romulan, a Dilemma, another Federation, Shuttlecraft Type 6, Klingon, Interrupt, and a Red Alert. Red Alerts are also illegal, so I'm going to put that with the illegal cards, and then a Federation. Alright. At one point I was even wondering if these were repacks, even though they were sealed. I mean, the draw was so bad. Alright. Alright, Klingon. VIP. Bach. non-aligned. Alright, we have a dilemma here. A planetary mission. I'm guessing this is our rare. Equipment card. Another treaty, so I'll put up the treaties. A Romulan, a dilemma, an event, another planetary mission, space mission, event card, a shuttlecraft for the non-aligned, the science vessel for the Romulans, and a non-aligned crew. Alright. So again, not off to that great of a start. If you go on eBay and you see packs of this, I won't be buying any more packs of this. I'd rather buy single cards. Alright, so going on another pack here, we have Interrupt. We have another Interrupt. Okay, this is probably... so this card is illegal. I'm guessing maybe it's an uncommon card, because I think this is the rare card here. No, wait, the wormhole. No, this is a mission, so it might be the rare. Yeah, it's probably the rare card. I thought it was an instant, which I can't remember the card's name, but no, that's a mission card. So again, looks like my rares are just primarily mission cards. And then we have the USS Miranda, Federation ship. We have an equipment card, Klingon officer, an event card. So this is also an event card that allows Federation play on Federation missions. Your Klingon personnel may attempt this mission. So I keep this separately, along with the events in my backstock. All right, so we have another Interrupt, which is, to be honest with you, I think it's one of the worthless cards. But it has a point to it. It does. The problem is there are completely worthless cards in some of these card decks. But we have another Klingon, equipment card, event. Oh, equipment goes with equipment over here. I had that wrong. Event card, Romulan VIP, and a Klingon battle cruiser. Alright, so again, not too impressed, but let's go ahead and move on. Missions do have their importance because you need them to change up the game a little bit, but when learning the game, stick with the primary stuff with everything. Alright, here we have a Cardassian non-aligned. We have Romulan. Alright, this is our rare for this one. It is an Interrupt. So I will probably put that up there. I think I have one other of those. So we have a event, a dilemma, another equipment card, a Klingon officer, an Interrupt, a Federation Miranda again. This is the play on Klingon mission, but your Federation personnel may not attempt the mission, so almost same as the other one. Again, okay, so this is it. 2 of the same event in the same pack. That's what I was hoping to get on recording. This is why I highly recommend, instead of buying packs, buy some kind of set of already open things, so you won't get the same crap over and over again. Event card, Federation officer. Okay, there you go. That's what I meant. This is 3 of the same thing in the same freaking card deck. Same card pack. So, exact same thing. And again, as I spoke of later, I actually had 3 of one thing, 3 of another thing, and then 2 of another thing in a single pack. I could not believe that. I actually wonder if I didn't even get a rare in that. But so many of the rares are planetary missions. Yeah, and it's really not what we as the consumer are looking for when we're opening up packs. Alright, so we got a Klingon officer here, a dilemma, Interrupt here. This is actually, it could be my rare, it might be, but it's also an illegal card, so I'm going to put that up there. Possibility, this is I think he's actually uncommon, but he's also hologram, so you need to have the holodeck on your ship. And none of the Klingons and Romulans have it, only the Galaxy class and the Nebula class starships have holodecks actually on the ship. You can get a holographic generator. I can't remember the name of that card, but got a Klingon bird of prey, Interrupt, which is only useful if you're with cloaking. Another interrupt, planetary mission, Federation officer. A outpost. We'll put that up there. Dilemma, put it over there. Klingon officer, another dilemma. And the USS Galaxy for a Federation ship. And this is what, again, I mean by the holodeck. Alright, so, again, like I said, I mean, this one's kind of cool. I haven't actually looked at what it does, but I know I've gotten at least one of them before. I think I only have one other. I don't think it's that great. Again, most of us who open up packs, we're after the personnel. Alright, another thing here. Okay, so, uncommon, VIP for Federation, Klingon, interrupt. So I'm guessing this is my rare. This is Dr. LaForge, so Joy LaForge's father. But again, I mean, look at his ability right here. He's a science officer with one ability. How is that a rare? Seriously. This is, I think, is why the Deep Space Nine, the Dominion, Blades of Glory are so much more expensive. They have better cards in them. Alright, so put that with Federation crew. Alright, so, here we go. So, 2 so far. Federation officer, the same thing on this deck. Let's go see if that happens again with the same thing. Interrupt card, another interrupt. There's my third one. Had to be in there somewhere. I'm already not liking that. Okay, here we go. 2 events, the exact same thing. Look at that. Let's go ahead and put these aside. A runabout. Equipment, and I'm smiling right now because I've already seen the next card. There's my third one right there. You see? This is the problem I'm having with this. Nebula class starship. So that's cool. So, 3 of the same officer here in the same pack. Along in that same packet, 3 of the same event. I mean, it probably wouldn't be that bad if it was more on the interrupts because you can play interrupts better, but this is just annoying. And again, that individual I ran into, his name's Kevin, a really nice guy. Apparently he used to do tournaments. He said this was the problem with the original series. And that's why I'm going to make starter decks, because again, the original starter decks, not the packs, they were supposed to be playable out of the packs. They were not. The second generation of starter decks was supposed to be playable. And look at the costs of some of these things. Like, I looked at the Voyager one today, I'm like, I wouldn't pay that. No. Not for a starter deck that we don't even know if is playable. But anyway, continuing on. So we got an event here. See here, a Klingon officer. Eric Pressman, which is not the rare. I happen to know, because I looked it up one of the packs that had it last time, this is the rare. Again, a planetary mission. This is actually a space mission, which is the rare. I mean, look what I'm getting here right now. So we got Klingon officer, event, equipment here, Klingon officer, another equipment, Romulan officer, equipment card, event card, Klingon card, and an interrupt card. So again, you can see how this is kind of going. So I'm going to grab some of these next stack of packs. I find this, again, I don't believe a long time ago when I opened up packs, I had this much of a problem. I looked actually through my stuff and discovered I had 4 Rikers in there. I had all the crew, and I think I opened up maybe 2 boxes. So I feel as if the first generation of cards, which this might have been these boxes that are left right now, are the first generation cards. Are the ones that really had the problems, and maybe Decipher fixed their issues, and that's what sold, and that's what I bought. Like this again, that's 10 years ago. I was opening up those packs. I was at my friend Estrus's house. I said that in another video. But okay, now moving on. Let's see what we got here. Alright, okay, first card out of the pack is an illegal card. Why? Because I don't want to lose the game and give up one of my actual cards. Can you believe this card? Seriously, look at that. They made a card about you giving up a card if you lose the game. That's not the dumbest card in the original set, by the way, too. Or I don't know if that's in the original set. Alright, so event card, I do believe this one is illegal as well, but I'm not sure on this one. In fact, these are the stack of my Leo cards from the last deck, and we'll look through that because we can. And yep, there it is, illegal card. So I will put that in here so I don't have to do it later. But yeah, that card is illegal. In tournament play. So interrupt card, that is probably the rare, I'm guessing, or unless that one was over there. So dilemma, another treaty, non-aligned transport ship. So yeah, it's totally in the midsection. All right, we had Klingon officer, mercenary ship, right here. So that is for the non-aligned. Put this in the wrong area. Non-aligned bridge officer. Oh, look at that. USS Galaxy. I do love this ship, though. I mean, just, ooh. Oh, Klingon officer. Okay, interrupt. Event. We've seen this before. And dilemma we've seen before. Alright, so I think probably by on here, from this point on, all the cards you're going to see except for the, what is it? The rare, you've probably already seen it, seen before. But yeah. Klingon officer. Okay. I don't think he's the rare, though. I'm pretty sure he's not. I think he's uncommon. But it's a Cardassian officer for non-aligned. But this, again, is the rare. Seek life form. Klingon mission only. So that's the rare there. We've got Klingon equipment. Klingon officer. Event. Romulan officer. Ferengi non-aligned officer. Klingon ship. Followed by another Klingon ship. Followed by a mercenary combat vessel. Interrupt. And a common mission here. So, and those common missions, they have their use because they have simple abilities and they're great for training yourself. And that's really when you're playing the game, you really want to spend time learning how the rules work. I am still in the process of learning combat, I think, primarily, and figuring out whether I agree with certain rules. So like the red alert, everybody I talk to says that, yeah, this is just totally overpowered. They're glad it's illegal. I do feel as if a red alert should allow you to put 2 objects down at a time. And I think there should be, I think, again, the fans, like they're kind of doing, should get together and make a collective list of how these illegal cards should be played, if they should be played at all, to make the game more fun. Alright, so here we have 2 interrupts. These I also kind of put in there. I don't put them normally with, well, I'll go ahead and this time just put them in the interrupts. I don't want to lose table space. But yeah, event card. This would probably be the rare card. He's a Romulan officer. But again, look at him. He has, so he's an officer, diplomacy, and leadership. That's not much. So, we'll go ahead and put him here. Holographic. Officer, Romulan. This is an uncommon card. No, he's a common card. But he has the ability, the skill here is one of the rare skills. And so it makes doing some of the missions difficult, so it's important to have it. The problem is he is holographic. None of the Romulan ships have holographic. So you literally have to have a treaty card to play him on your Galaxy class or Nebula class ship, or have a certain card that allows you, again, I don't remember it, but it's a holodeck, a mobile emitter of some sort. So, I'm going to put that there. Klingon officer again, Romulan officer, interrupt, Romulan officer, equipment card, event card, we've seen that one before, a dilemma, interrupt, another ones I generally keep separate. Interrupt, and a Romulan officer. So, again, have you seen any of the officers that you really want? The only rare I actually put out on a set by itself, because I don't think I even got this my original, long time ago in those packs, was this one. And it does have. I don't. So all right, let's read it. Play just after an away team battle is. Is in. Okay, so never mind. Let's not read that. I need. Yeah. Anyway, I'm frustrated with my pulls. What can I say? So a Klingon officer. He's actually a civilian, not even an officer. Dilemma, Birth of Junior. Civilian. She is probably my rare, I'm guessing. Unless she's also. She could be the uncommon, which would probably lead to, if she's the uncommon, this being my rare. It's worth a lot of points, so I have a feeling it is. But again, it's just a planetary mission. Where are the cards I want to see? Another planetary mission. See here. Federation officer. Equipment. Oh, another outpost. A dilemma. Romulan personnel. Klingon personnel. Another Klingon personnel. Type 6 shellercraft. Dilemma, and then the U.S. Galaxy. At least I'm getting the ship, because let's be honest with you. Yeah, I want to say it. It's sexy. Yeah, for those of you that are listening to your boyfriend or girlfriend watching a video that you normally want to watch yourself and you just saw me call that sexy, yeah, okay, some people might say I have something mentally wrong with me. Alright, moving on. Let's see what else I can get. Alright, so she's uncommon. Okay, this card is moving beyond basic play. Alright, we have... So I do think this is funny, and yes, I do see the rare in this one. So let's put this aside to look at this guy. I want you to look at him. So this is Dukat's son, Toral, and he has leadership X 1/2. I don't know if there's anything that can do something with the X there, but I mean, you really can't do anything with 1/2. So it kind of makes that ability useless. So you only have youth in this ability. So he's probably not online. I know I have several of him. Finally, a bridge officer we all know and love. I have Worf. I already have 3 of them from, again, 10 years ago, at least 3 of them. But at least finally, I got something I feel like it's worthwhile out of this pack. Alright, this box. Alright, we have a Romulan officer, a runabout, an event card, interrupt card, a treaty card, another one of these play a mission cards, the USS Oberth. I do, again, I love ships. Alright, a dilemma card, a planetary mission, a dilemma card that actually, I mean, it's a common, but there's a purpose for this one. It works well with another dilemma. And then another planetary mission. So, moving on. Hopefully that Worf was a good sign, and it will continue beyond that. So cross your fingers. If you pray, please pray. If you pray to Allah, please don't. Alright, dilemma. Another dilemma. Please don't be my rare. I don't even remember her, to be honest with you, from the series. It makes me want to watch the series to find her. Because I've pulled her several times, but she's an uncommon. This must be my rare, which, yeah. Again, look at him. He has 2 abilities. Computer skills and honor. Honor is a basic ability. Computer skills, yeah, whatever. So, another waste of a pack almost. Federation officer, Klingon officer with medical and honor. Event, another event for playing missions, an equipment card, a Klingon officer, equipment card, a Romulan card, a Romulan card, a Romulan phaser for equipment, and a Klingon officer. Oh, I knew I was too hopeful when I saw that Worf card. So I'm not adding any of these cards. These cards are from the previous pulls over here, and again, that's where I pulled I actually got 2 Picards. What is it? I got some, I got US Sutherland. I did get the Enterprise. But I pulled, where is it? 2 Picards over here. And a Data and a Riker. And a Wesley and a Crusher. But, again, this is my 4th box. So, to pull so little... Alright, event card. Klingon officer, Romulan officer. Alright, Sarok. So again, he is kind of cool because he has 3 diplomacy. But that's only one skill. He has mind meld, and that is helpful if you have the right instance. So we'll go ahead and put Sarok up there because he's kind of popular. Got another outpost. Federation officer, event, Romulan bird of prey. Event card, science vessel, another Romulan officer, another equipment card, event, interrupt, and an interrupt. So, Sarek is definitely what I want to see. So I am happy with that one. I think part of my disappointment was because I've opened, again, Voyager box. I didn't record that. I have more on the way. I have opened a Borg. I got 3 Borg boxes. I was really happy with those pulls, but again, they're a lot more expensive. Well, yeah, they are more expensive. The Voyager and that. They're not the hugely expensive things, but they're still, yeah. Dilemma card. Federation Admiral. Event card, and here is my rare Lursa. So that is kind of cool, but look at Lursa. She has treachery and greed, leadership, and geology. So that's a lot of things, including the VIP. So the VIP is somewhat useful, but yeah. Oh, sorry, rare card. Let's put Lursa up here. Interrupt. Dilemma. Another interrupt. Scout vessel, Klingon officer, another Romulan, and Romulan officer, followed by a dilemma, event, and an interrupt. Oh, dropped a pen. But think about when you really think about pulling cards. What are you hoping to get in a starter thing? It's the bridge crew, the crew that you know. Those who actually had importance. And in completing missions, the bridge officers are the ones that have importance to them. So here's a common Alexander. He has youth and honor. Really nothing, but at least he's a character we know. So he's an uncommon, so we'll actually put him with the uncommons. Here's a Romulan officer, uncommon. A dilemma. Okay, so I'm guessing this is my rare. Again, a planetary mission, which involves exobiology and diplomacy. Yeah. Okay, so here we have a tricorder, equipment, another Romulan episode, another illegal card. We'll put that up there. An interrupt. A Federation officer on trial for his race. Yeah. And so people, this is true racism, not the crap that's going on today. You can't force people not to be assholes. Alright, event card. Another Federation officer. Dilemma. There we go. Interrupt. Federation officer. Remember I got 3 of them once. Glad that's not happening right now. An equipment card. Alright, so we still have some more packs to go through. Put this over here. Again, when doing this and using your scissors, you want to make sure that you're not cutting your cards. I remember the first time I freaked and thought I was cutting a card. I didn't, thank God. But I had forgotten to do this. Alright, so again, cross your finger, pray, bless your Muslim. Alright. And there we go. Put it out there. Wish me good luck on these. Alright, a dilemma. Okay, so this is uncommon, and he is pretty cool. He has greed, he has archaeology, exobiology, and computer skills, and he's an officer. He also has a command icon. I haven't really talked about these in these videos. When I'm teaching the game, I will talk about this. And I will connect this with your ships. So there's importance there. So again, ooh, God, I hope that's not. Okay, so that is not. Okay, so this is our planetary mission. I think this is this must be the rare for this one. So I guess I'll kind of just mention this. Command icon here, officer icon are these two on the side. I'll get this closer here for you. The command icon is the one on the far left. The officer icons are the two next to it. And this previous card here, he has a command icon, so he's required to play or to command the ship and, you know, move the ship, fire the ship. And then we have other officers like this common Romulan, where she has the command icon over there. For the basic series of Star Trek, the Premier series, that's what they use. This is our rare. It is a ship. I will put it up there. Alright, later on, again, this is where it gets all confusing in the other games, is that there are a whole bunch of icons, you have to know what they all mean. Okay, so we have a treaty, Romulan officer, event called the QNet, which requires 2 diplomacy to get by, which is why having Savak is nice. And okay, here's one other event that I just put up there. It's for doing missions. The USS Oberth, a dilemma, an event, a space mission, planetary mission, a dilemma, and another planetary mission. I don't want to spend too much talking about what's with the cards. I will do videos about like some of the cards, instructing what the hell this means. I think there's some typos in some cards too. But I want to focus on what's in the cards, if we're getting anything good. So again, common card, non-aligned bridge officer, dilemma. Okay, I'm sure you memorize him. I remember him from I think it's the 4th or 5th season with Spock, and older Spock, who is a diplomat, and he has diplomacy too. He betrayed him. So we're going to put it over here. Okay, so this here is a good card to get. The Talks Taught. It is an artifact. Again, playing for simple games, I choose to leave artifacts out for the learning process. However, this card is also illegal, so it's going into my illegal card thing. Card draw. Card stack. Event card. Non-aligned. Romulan Warbird, event, a science vessel, interrupt card, Romulan officer, equipment card, event card, Romulan officer, and another event. And don't be confused by the whole Borg thing. It's not the coolest card. And this is one of the cards that I'm still learning about, I have theories about, but I'm asking other players about. So, one of the things about me is I have been an instructor, a teacher, even as a student in a massage school. I was helping students who were having problems. I know that teaching is a skill I have, and if I can learn anything, I can teach it. Alright, next pack. Dilemma. Federation officer. Federation officer. I don't think I've ever seen this dilemma. Ancient computer. Yes, this is a computer that a dilemma that I have never received, even 10 years ago. So that is a rare one. Yeah, so I'm curious of why it's so rare, so I will put it up here. So actually, for dilemma, I guess I'm a little excited about that. But it's only because I don't have it, to be honest with you. Alright, so stellar cartography. Well, let's look at that for a second. So, going back to that dilemma I have, cannot get past unless computer skills 2 or science 3 or engineering 3. So, with what I know about the game, that isn't what I would consider powerful. but only rare. So, okay. There's one card that my friend plays multiple of on a deck, and it kills a character no matter what. Which is why these holographic characters are so important, because he can kill your character all he wants. If it's holographic, you just turn it over, it's deactivated until the next turn you reactivate it. So that's a way of getting past that. Alright, so again we have a transport vessel for non-aligned. We have a Klingon outpost. A Federation officer, which I really liked her, and I was so sad that she died because she was really cool, and I like how they added her into the character. They made her a strong character, even though we knew that she, well, at least we suspect that she died and they found the wreckage. But in story-wise, they could bring her back as being caught, but we'll move on, because I want to stay focused on this. I'm sorry. Alright, event card, shuttle for non-aligned officer, Romulan warbird, event card, Romulan silence vessel, and yes, another non-aligned officer. Alright, moving on. Getting disappointed again. Alright, so Romulan officer, a dilemma. It actually looks cool, but again, it's just a dilemma. Planetary mission. So I suspect this is my my rare for this one. I'm going to put it up with the other one. I'm not going to read it. Again, I will do specific card things for the hard ones to understand, and I'm going to do a special ones on just the stupid cards that have no purpose. And they do exist. So interrupt, equipment card, interrupt, Romulan, illegal card, and yeah, we'll talk about that later. And in fact, I'll do a video on all the illegal cards as well, and why they're illegal. Interrupt card, Federation officer. Again, this allows you to do a Klingon mission, Federation officer, interrupt, and another Federation officer. I still remember I got 3 of him in one pack here. So, gosh, I really hope this starts getting better. This is depressing. Alright. Again, this is the 4th box of the 6 that I got. Not too pleased. Okay, Exocomp. So they're pretty cool. Not great, but pretty cool. But you know, cool. Now, mid cool. Romulan officer, uncommon. A dilemma. Alright. See, that's what I want to see now. 10 years ago, I got four of these William T. Rikers, and I only opened like 2 or 3 boxes. It wasn't that much. And I got 4 of him. I got all the bridge crew. So, yeah. That is definitely a rare item. Happy about that. I have a smile on my face. Okay, interrupt. It'll probably go away though. Romulan, equipment card, event card, dilemma card, Romulan with a, again, hologram. They put a lot of those out, but it's hard to use unless, again, you have the Federation ships. The Nebula and the Galaxy class. Alright, again, interrupt, equipment, Klingon card, and another interrupt. I will be doing a video just on this card, I know, just so people can understand that. I mean, it's actually very simple, but there's tactics with that card. My friend played it on me about 10 years ago, and he played it on me again, forgot about it. Yeah, it can suck. Alright, we have another planetary mission. We have this guy, which I think I kind of remember him, but yeah, I haven't watched the series in a while, and yeah, not watching it. Alright, we got this. And again, it's actually a hologram. And so, need the holodeck, which were best to have Federation ships. And here's a dilemma. This is my rare for this mission. And I think I have it, but I'm not sure. So this might be, I'm a little excited about it. Self-controlling ship. Weapons are 24, shields are 24, which is more than all your other characters. Starts here, attack everything. End of every turn, move one card forward, and off space line, end. So moves forward and off space line, end, destroy for bonus. So so for bonus points you can destroy this, but you have to have the Federation ships to do so. But it starts at whatever its location is, and it moves one direction, and then it reaches the end of the line and disappears. So I'd almost want to say it started the other side, but it's really, yeah. But that is definitely rare. I don't think I have that one, so I'm happy about that. And that can be annoying, and it may surprise my friend and damage his ship. That's what I want, because he's a prick. Alright, equipment card, event card, dilemma, Romulan, USS Nebula. Again, we have the holodeck there. This is the USS Excelsior, of course. No holodeck. Let you guys see that a little bit closer for those who are trying and wanting to learn the game. And again, that's my purpose and mission. Alright, and here we have another event. Bridge Officer for Federation. Equipment card. I'm sick and tired of seeing equipment cards. I mean, they have their use, but yeah. And space mission. Alright, so we're over halfway through here. Again, I don't want to cut cards. We're going to make sure they're all on one side. You notice these are really old packs. They stick together. So I'm a little happy. I had a little stuff in here that was good. I mean, so I must admit, this is probably the only one out of the four I opened up that was really good pulls. Because again, a lot of the rares they send are missions or dilemmas, or they're not even interrupt cards or event cards. They're missions and dilemmas, and it's just somewhat disappointing. So I'm gonna grab the last of this. So you guys are gonna have to spend the whole sections of me talking. You can even fast forward through this. I'm sure if I mention that sooner. Just wait till all the cards are over there. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my scissors. I really like cutting from this side, just because I love that Star Trek: The Next Generation. It just excites me. Alright. Dilemma. I don't recall if this one. There's some dilemma that this reminds me of that I know is illegal, but I'm going to put it here for right now. I'll put up here for a question mark later. I have the space. Planetary mission. Put that over here. We have a interrupt here, and we have, okay, Galeron, VIP. So, still not the greatest abilities. His leadership ×2, diplomacy, and honor. So, but we're going to put that there because that does make me a little happy. I have Galeron, of course, but yeah. Ramen Officer, another illegal card. At least I'm not getting a whole bunch of illegal cards, too. Interrupt. Put that there. USS Miranda. Klingon Officer. Equipment card. Romulan Officer. Another equipment. Another Klingon Officer. Interrupt. And a VIP. Most likely in all the decks, so I'm going to have my starter deck where I have you guys basically basic rules, learn how to play the game. They'll have all equipment cards, you can switch through them as you need them. And then I'll also put more in the advanced decks, which are going to have uncommons and other missions in there. Again, for further learning and more interrupts, because you really have to take this game step by step by step. One of the reasons why my friend he gets me is that he's using all the sets together. Now he's using cards like, dude, how does this work? Why are your shields so high? Why are your weapons being able to touch my ships? So, alright. Klingon officer. Dilemma. Another officer I really don't recognize. This here, again, is a dilemma. I'm guessing it's my rare. Unless, and I know this is not my rare. So this must be the rare. So, okay, there is a reason. So, kills, half your crew is killed. Random selection, rounded down. Unless Diplomacy 3 or Strength 45 are aboard. Discard cards. So, there's a reason why this one's rare. This one is pretty strong. So, I will put that up there. Again, we got a space mission. Space mission. A unaligned shuttlecraft, outpost, unaligned officer, another unaligned officer, Federation officer, treaty, and dilemma, Federation, and last of all, another Federation officer. If I remember right, there's like 365 cards. It's somewhere in the 300 range of the cards in this set for this premiere release, and yeah. All right, so auto destruct. This is another question. I haven't put this in my deck because it damages the ship. I need to know the rules about that and look that up and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so it is helpful, and if you want to sacrifice a ship to damage their ships, but my understanding is it only affects their range and their movement speed by cutting it down to half, which does suck. But yeah. So anyway, I'm putting over here that over the instance, another instance. Again, good card for later. Event card. Another event. Ooh, this must be my rare. Lore's Return. So I'm going to go ahead and just put up there because, again, I'm guessing about it being a rare. Okay. Romulan Scout Vessel. Klingon Officer. And I probably should be saying this right and actually looking at this. So he's actually a Klingon Science Officer. So they're not all officers. Their actual abilities are written here. So, like, she is a Federation Science Officer with stellar cartography and geology. So, and again, as I run through the game, that'll make more sense. But again, technically, they're all classified as officers. So maybe they're not. Well, even the non-aligned are considered officers. But anyway, another Klingon Bird of Prey, Romulan Security Officer. Notice I saw the officer in there. I wonder if this dilemma is illegal. I cannot remember. There's some card that I think is illegal that looks like that. Interrupt, good if you're playing Klingons. And another event that allows you to play a mission that is not of your alignment or of your race. Event, Federation officer, planetary mission, and a space mission. I'm getting a little depressed because I'm running out of packs, and again, I'm happy with some of the rares I got, but this is, again, it's going to be a problem with the Federation for the premiere set, and why I recommend just buying the cards you want online. Alright, so Benjamin Maxwell. A Klingon mission, that's planetary. Alright, so I'm going to put this down over here. Mott the Barber. One of the three worthless cards, as I understand it right now, completely no purpose whatsoever unless you're going to use his civilian ability. That's it. Oh, unless you want him to be killed and sent on a mission there. Because let's be honest with you, we all, during the show, while Picard is in there, want him to die. Useless card. Okay, on the brighter note. Well, okay, not brighter note. So, my rare in this one is an artifact. Again, it's rare, but it's also an illegal card. There's a particular mission that requires either Dynan, Data, or this artifact. That mission, this artifact is no longer illegal, so we're going to throw this over there. Another event that allows a race to play a mission that's not theirs. An event, so again, Q net event. Another mission, or card that allows you to play a mission of another race. Uses a birth. Planetary mission, space mission, planetary mission. Dilemma has its usage, but very common. Treaty event, a transport ship, and a Klingon outpost. I honestly feel as if the Klingon outpost in this thing is the best card there. And that's saying, not saying much. Alright, let's open up this. Gosh, this is depressing. Like, again, making a starter set, I'm like keeping track of what I can make of just what I opened. Yeah, even that's low. It doesn't really make it, again, worth it. Okay, so this is the holographic projector. This is the one card where if you have a holographic crew, you can beam this down to a planet. It's the only thing other than Federation ships that can allow you to use your holographic personnel. So again, it's a useful card. I'm gonna put that in the event cards. Dilemma. So let's go ahead and find that since I saw it here. Oh, there you go. These are the two dilemmas that really work well. First of all, you want this dilemma to be pulled up first, and it's a male away team member. Runs off with lover to the farthest point. So that's in your planets. Runs up to the farthest point, where he remains. He can be rescued later. So, so actually I got this wrong. So there's a female version of this where a female runs off, and that's the one where this card is really helpful. Cannot get past this unless there are two females on the away team members. So if you get rid of one female and she only has two there, yeah, it screws her until she gets another female, or until she rescues the other female. So I didn't mean to be explaining certain cards, but yeah. So okay, so this is a common card. I happen to know this is the dilemma. I'm not going to read it because I don't want to waste your guys' time any more than I kind of already have. But, yeah. Dilemma. Okay, USS Nebula. I'm more excited about the USS Nebula. Event card. Sorry, treaty card. Event. Romulan officer. USS Nebula again. Okay, there's two USS Nebula. Let's put that down there. See if I get another. Oh boy. We're okay. So, Federation officer. Same Federation officer. Dilemma. Yeah, I knew it. Event. Same Federation officer. Okay. So, not a new ship, but no, the same space mission. So, in this one pack, what I get? 3 of him. 3 of him. And let's be honest with you, if you remember the episode, he was a dick. We're putting that there. U.S. Nebula. At least is a ship. And 2 space missions. And, yeah. Of the same space mission. Boom. So you can see it. Okay. I wonder how much that pissed off other people. Alright, here we go. Romulan officer. You can see that. Dilemma. Interrupt. Frickin' uncommon is a... my frickin' rare is another space mission. That just is... Federation officer. Again, female. like great for that thing. But look at her abilities. She's better than some of the rares I've seen. Navigation, youth, music. So to be honest with you, youth and music. Youth is very common. Music is almost worthless, at least as far as I understand. There's like, I know one mission I've seen recently, but I know there's a lot I don't know. So, but yeah. Equipment cards, look at that. Event cards, dilemma cards, Klingon officer, Romulan officer, another Nebula, USS Excelsior, a non-aligned officer, event, and we just got 3 of him and the US Nebula. 2 US Nebula. So exciting there too. So you see what my point is about the rares. It's the packs. It's just I open a lot of packs. You'll notice that there's cards. You can see part of it in the thing. There's cards over this table. I got boxes behind me. I have 2 packs of Zendikar Rising. Sorry, 2 boxes of Zendikar Rising next to my left leg. Haven't started that. I might actually record that though. But yeah. All right. Romulan officer, dilemma. So again, it's a ship. It's kind of cool, but it only requires an officer, not a command officer, to do it. It has a cloaking device. It's an uncommon, I'm pretty sure, because this guy is my rare card, which is kind of depressing. Although I like him in Frasier. All right, moving on. No, we'll put the rare up there, just so that we know. Alright, so this is what I meant. This is the female love interest dilemma. Great with that other card that requires you to have more females. Another interrupt here. Interrupt a scout vessel, which is kind of like a shuttlecraft, except for it has a really nice range of 9. Its weapons are 3 and shields are 3, so it can be damaged easily. Klingon officer, Romulan officer, another Romulan officer, Federation runabout, Romulan officer, dilemma, followed by an event. Maybe this is what's stressing me out, my neck out. That I'm getting thirsty. We're almost done here. Review the useful cards in a second. Alright. So, here's a common. I kind of just remember her look, not what she did on the ship. Klingon VIP. Another Klingon VIP. Alright, so this is great. Look at this, peoples. We got Tasha Yar. But if you look at her abilities, it's only honor and leadership and security. Not great abilities, but it's Tasha Yar. That can be exciting. We're going to put that there. Klingon officer. Interrupt. Escape pod. Red alert. Again, an illegal card. I believe it should be redone where instead of playing as much as personnel as you want, you can use 2 personnel at a time, or an extra event. But USS Miranda, equipment card. This is a nightmare. I got several times in one box. 3 of those in one pack. So, all right, here we got a Klingon officer. A really ugly woman as a dilemma, let's be honest with you. That's scary. I wouldn't want to wake up to that in the morning. Interrupt card, which again I think is kind of worthless except for the points to it. Klingon officer, Federation officer, and finally a Klingon officer. We are down to our last 4 packs. This is depressing. Again, I can look up there and be kind of excited. So I'm trying to stay cheerful. I'm trying to have hope. I'm trying not to cut my cards too. At least I'm succeeding in that. Alright. Interrupt card. So this is interrupt as choose any player to reshuffle the cards in their draw deck. I'm sorry, I think this is worthless unless you redo this instance as any player can reshuffle their graveyard into their shuffle deck. I think that's how this card should be. So I'll put it there so you can see it. But yeah. Anyway, Romulan officer right here, and then I got another equipment card. So I believe this one is actually useful. It is a good card. It is powerful. And I will read it. Place in hand until play on any ship as an event card. If ship has all 7 personnel types aboard, its ranged weapons and shields are all tripled. So, you have to have the officer, engineering, let's count this out. So put this here. Officer, engineering officer, security officer, science officer, medical officer, plain old officer, and then, hang on, let me redo that. Officer, engineering, science, security officer, tired. So I am tired. Did a lot of work today. So officer, engineering, science, security, and that's where I'm confusing myself with the 2 X's. So officer, engineering, security, medical, science, VIP, and civilian. You need all 7 of those. Okay. Let's continue here. But I'm going to have to check to see if this is illegal. So I will put it up there as a reminder. Oh, I'll put it in the the check pile. Yeah, that's good. Federation officer, non-aligned mercenary ship, non-aligned officer, Romulan warbird, event card, Klingon officer, interrupt card, Romulan officer, equipment card, man I'm getting tired, dilemma card, and another Romulan with again the holographic symbol. And his ability is needed, to be honest with you. Ooh. Look on the bright side. It's all common right there. And one of the things about Premier set cards is that they're a lot stronger and better cards than the black cards for, say, First Contact. I want to say also that for other cards for like Alternate Universe, but definitely Tribble. And I have some cards I bought brand new, and open the pack, and they're all like. They're not nice and flat on the back. You can tell there's a little bit of wave in them. I find it irritating. Alright, Klingon officer. Dilemma. Another dilemma. So this also I don't have. This is a rare dilemma. So I'm a little excited to get it. It's not really the greatest. I will read it, I guess. Play aboard ship. It is now infected. Mission can continue, but all personnel while aboard lose their first skill. Cure with 3 medical. So you need 3 medical aboard to cure this. So that again is a rare mission. And I didn't have one of those. I looked it up last night. So female love interest is a dilemma, an interrupt, Klingon officer, Romulan officer, Federation runabout, dilemma, and that's one I'm not sure about too. Event card. Interrupt. And a event treaty card. So I can go here. I'm down 2 packs. It's good because I think it's tiring me out. Where did I put the freaking scissors? See, this obviously says that I'm really tired. I had a second set of scissors over there too. I threw it over there, so we will use these old scissors right here because there's only 2 left. They may even cut better. Alright. One more pack after this. Again, depressing. Interrupt Q. It's only a common. Klingon officer. Non-aligned officer. This must be the rare. Again, all he has is treachery and excite biology, and he's an officer. We'll put him up there because he's rare. Interrupt. 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 Klingon. Romulan engineering officer. Romulan security officer. Runabout. Romulan pad. Dilemma. Event. And interrupt card. Alright. Last pack. Makes me want to cry. And we'll put this down there. Throw this away. Gently take this out of the stream. They try not to fall asleep. Alright, so to be honest with you, non-aligned, this is a good character. He's not aligned. He is not rare, but he has treachery. He is astro. Basically, he has. I'm tired. He has 4 abilities, one of which is greed and treachery. I mean, those are weaker ones, but he's actually a good card. And yeah, so let's put it over there. This card I'll have to check to see if it's illegal. I'm going to put that over here. Okay, so we did get the USS Sutherland. This is a rare card. It was once commanded by Lieutenant Commander Data. So those of you that know the advanced stuff and the card Captain's Log, this will work. Data can actually command the ship and get those bonuses. Alright, so I am going to put that up there, but before... So, before I move on, I don't know if that's the rare. I'm guessing that's actually uncommon, and when I go to the other card packs I open up, this is what we find. Sutherland, so I already opened up 3 Sutherlands, so I suspect that's actually an uncommon, the USS Sutherland here. I'll check it later. But the only reason why I'm suggesting that now is, hey, look at this. Oh, sorry, there it is. I got Deanna. So I am happy about that. The last pack has done me good. I have Deanna Troy. We'll put that over there in the rares, and then we'll finish this up. We now have a event for playing on missions. Uses a birth, a dilemma, space line. There we go. Planetary mission. Another dilemma. Planetary mission. A transport. A Klingon outpost, and then over here we have a Federation officer. Well, that is what we have for today. Again, we'll go through the rares that I'm sure of. Again, in this card pack, I got Deanna Troy. U.S. Sutherland, I believe, is actually an uncommon. This officer is rare. Yar is rare, and we're all excited about that. He's rare. And Galron, Riker, Klingon ship, and Lursa, Sarek, and Worf, followed by, yeah. So we're looking at about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. The rares are really kind of worth it. Again, over here for dilemmas, there are, I mean, this isn't great, neither is this one. Oh, that one's alright. This one's great. And damage your enemies. Alright. I'll put the dilemmas over there. Alright, we're done for the night. I might even clip this a little bit here and there because I'm tired and I'm yawning. So I'm off to bed. Alright, you guys have a good night.